Hey, this is Jeff Kresge of the Jamestown Lakers Bantam B team. We're going to talk about defensive coverage today. First, we're going to look at what it should look like, what it looked like in a game for us on Sunday, and then an example that we might want to improve a little bit. So, hey, let's take a look. D-zone coverage, we're going to have 5 players defensively in our goaltender. We're going to have 2 wings, a center, and 2 defensemen. So when the puck enters the zone, we immediately have to make our decisions where we're going to be. And this is the way, when the puck is on the boards, how we should be configured. Our closest defenseman, our strong side defenseman, goes to the puck. Our winger is going to be just above the hash marks for a breakout and also to stop the puck from going back to the defenseman. The weak side winger, the side where the puck is not on, is going to play the defenseman who is probably going to be straight away from the goaltender. The defenseman, the opposite side defenseman, the weak side defenseman, is going to be in front of the net because inevitably the other team should have a player there, and our defenseman should be between that player and our goaltender. And our center wants to be around the hash marks area. Now, if the puck gets switched to the other side, everybody rotates over. So the partners, the defense work as partners. So now the defenseman who was in front of the net goes and plays the puck because that's his side of the ice. The weak side defenseman now replaces his position and takes the most important part of the ice, which is the low house. The center is going to switch sides and play who's ever there. The strong side wing is now going to drop down to the hash marks, and then what was the strong side is now the weak side wing. He's going to play the defenseman straight away. If anytime the puck gets in that zone, if the puck should happen to get in the house, we need to go into crisis mode. So this area of the ice is called the house. This is where we want all the pucks to go in the offensive zone, but we definitely don't want the puck there in the defensive zone. So if the puck should find its way into the house, we basically cast off all of our responsibilities and go into crisis mode, which means that we rally around our goaltender. We get as many bodies between the puck and the goaltender as we can in an effort to get that puck away from the danger zone, away from the house. We want it behind the net, we want it to the boards, or out of the zone. Because if the puck is out of the zone, they can't score. So anytime the puck is in the house, we resort to crisis mode. Now let's take a look at a couple of game films from last game, and we'll see what we did well and what we didn't do so well. Here we've got a clip from our game. Let's take a look at what we've got for D-zone coverage. Jackson is front, weak side defenseman between our goaltender and their forward. Perfect position. Caleb, weak side winger, high slot. His responsibility is this guy right here. Kyler should be in the hash marks, but he is leaning towards the puck, which is okay, but he's going to be responsible for this player. So Kyler really should have his head watching this player as much as the puck. We don't want to be puck watching. And this winger right here, their responsibility is that defenseman, so we want that winger to get back and support. So let's see what happens as this develops. Cameron's got his player behind the net. Cameron forces the player around behind the net very well. Player goes down, gets back up, and stays in possession. Now, what's going to happen is the player is going to switch sides. So when he switches sides, our defense has to shift as well. So Jackson's going to have to release his player to Cameron, and Jackson will have to pick up that player on this side. Cameron will then have to take the position that Jackson was playing, which is down low. Notice now that Kyler has retreated back into the house at the hash marks, perfect position. We want Caleb to be mirroring this point man, which is just fine, and we want this winger over here to make sure he's got an eye. If this player gets the puck, it's no problem. The puck is behind the net. This is a higher concern, much higher concern than this player, so we can disregard this player for the moment. Let's see what happens. So as this play comes around, you'll notice that Jackson releases his player, and Jackson tips the pass that was into the front of the net. Caleb then gets it. It gets lost in his feet a little bit, but we do have a turnover situation as Jackson had fouled through following the puck, recovers the loose puck, and then begins the breakout with Kyler. What happens is Jackson feeds the puck to Kyler, and we're off to a one-on-one situation because we had a good breakout. Let's look at it in real-time speed as the puck goes behind the net from Cameron. You'll notice the puck comes around. Jackson's going to read the play, anticipate, block the pass. Caleb fumbles it, but we recover. Jackson then pushes the puck, which is what we want our defenseman to do, and we've got a one-on-one with Kyler, perfectly executed. Now, if all of our game went perfectly on Sunday as the last clip did, we would have won. But it wasn't so perfect. So let's take a look to see, this is a breakdown. Let's see if we can identify our breakdown. First of all, we're going to start with the puck inside the zone. We notice already we've got 2 men low defending their 2 players, which is fine, except because the puck is in the house, we should be in crisis mode, which means these 2 players should be racing back to support. As we move forward, let's take a look and see how the play develops. Puck goes to the point man. Immediately we notice that our winger is responsible for this area. That person is not in position, so they're out at center ice. So they should have been back and they're not. As the play develops, let's see what happens. So now we have an unguarded point man and we're kind of in panic mode. When this happens, this defenseman should come out and play. This defenseman should be in front and our center has the other responsibility. But right now, our center is headed in the wrong direction and headed towards the blue line, which is not what we want. So as we develop, we can now see we've got the puck on the strong side. We've got really nobody playing that person. This person's caught a no-man zone, and this defenseman is now responsible for 2 players because our center, 43, Jackson, has drifted to the blue line and is out of position. We also have this winger guarding nobody in particular, so if Kyler were to step over, he could cover this player. This person, Isaac, is in good position on his player. Let's take a look. So now the puck goes across the front of the net. Fortunately, harmlessly bounces into the corner. Let's see if we make adjustments. So now what we need is Isaac to go to this spot unless he can get the loose puck. Our defenseman that was in front is going to rotate over. This defenseman is going to rotate to the front. Our winger should stay high slot and watch this defenseman. Jackson's still too high. He should be back over here. Let's see how the play develops. So Isaac goes into the corner. Jackson's going to slide over to the wing to see if he can't get a loose puck situation, which is okay. Kyler is now in the high slot. But what we've got now is all 3 forwards on one side of the ice. We should have one over here for a breakout situation. We're all bungled up, and now we have a defenseman covering nobody in particular. Cameron still has his man in front, and let's see what happens. So we have the puck. But then we have a turnover situation. We do manage to clear the puck out of the zone, and it was harmless. We got away with one. So in real-time speed, let's kind of watch this out-of-position play and see if we can't fix it. So puck comes wide. Nobody really there for stick on puck. Puck harmlessly goes to the corner. Isaac chases the loose puck. Jackson looks for the break, and we get lucky in that we got the puck out of the zone. So let's look at a third clip here. This 31-second clip sees the Lakers caught in our zone the entire time. Let's take a look at where we start off. So the puck looks like it's going to be in the corner. We've got a winger here, which is fine. We've got a center here, which is fine. This winger should be over here watching this player. But right now, this winger is kind of out at the blue line. Let's see how the play develops. We do have one in front, and we have one going in the puck in the corner. So let's take a look. So as the play develops, we've got the puck in the corner. Cole recovers the loose puck, and now we've got Cameron in front, and we've got a center, so we're okay. Caleb really should be over watching this player here. We said he has to be in the middle, but if there's nobody for him to guard, that means that this guy is open. This player, Gavin, is in position for his winger, and we're okay as the play develops. Puck is loose, and it squirts to the other side. So now what happens is Cole gets it and reverses. When we reverse, we want Gavin going hard to the boards, and we want our center coming up the circles. Gavin goes hard to the boards, but when he does, he sweeps it to where he is supposed to be standing. So Gavin essentially passed it to himself, which is really hard to do. So we want to make sure that Gavin throws that off. If he's going to throw it off the boards, throw it in front of that defenseman so it bounces off the boards and goes to center. Or what we really want is Gavin to go up the middle to chase. So now their defenseman is in possession. Let's see what happens. Defenseman throws it in net towards the net. Cameron is in possession watching his guy. Loose puck situation. We have the opportunity to get it out. What we should do here is make sure that we get that puck over the blue line. We have an open man, especially because this defenseman is attacking. It would be an easy chip play for Chase to throw it to the left. However, we get a turnover. We had an opportunity to get it out. We didn't. Here's a third opportunity to get it out with Gavin. It still doesn't work. We get jammed along the boards, and now we're in a situation where we've got two opposing team players in front. We've got one defenseman back and a puck carrier with nobody on him. This is a crisis situation. It is a 3-on-1. We get lucky because Cameron went over to play the puck carrier, forced a pass, and the player in the white helmet missed the pass, but he would have had a 2-on-0 breakaway. Extremely dangerous. So let's watch this again. We had 3 opportunities to get the puck out and didn't. And let's take a look. Cole in the corner. Reverse to the other side. Comes back this way. Gavin should go hard to the post, which he does. When he does, he doesn't get the puck out, though. Kept in. Puck to the net. Puck to the corner. Cameron chases after it. We have the opportunity to get it out here, but we don't. We have a third opportunity to get it out here, but we don't. And we end up with a 3-on-1 on Cameron. And fortunately, the pass is not completed, and it falls harmlessly to the side.